Kick it and go. Kick it and kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, and zones. Go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, and zones. Go. Off the sideline, a touchdown.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Fielded in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Number 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. On 1st down, Spencer. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The tackle by...
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Dancing to his left. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got room. 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Bills have taken the early lead.
The kick is
and it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score, Bills 7, Broncos nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Woody. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense in a tough spot, does it not?
It does, and what I liked is that you called me this week, watching your own video, your own tape, and you said, I think the runner's going to pop a few this week because of what we've seen from Deshaun Watson. His ability to get to the corner, that's where the focus.
This is intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 33-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
By number 37.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Allen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. They'll try the left side. It's Spencer, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the Broncos' 11-yard line.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Bills will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Bills 14, Broncos nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now a give, right side. Woody. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And finding the tight end, Hooper. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
It's third down and 4.
On third down, Woody. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 3. It's now fourth down and less than a yard.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Broncos nothing.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll try the left side. It's Spencer. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
At the 47.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play action. Now it's Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Bills first down.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
2 yards on the pick.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Brought down.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Buffalo.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down, it's Spencer.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it's third down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On second down now, it's Spencer, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. To the air, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Bills 21, Broncos nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Throwing again on second down. Watson, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Flushed out right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Woody. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, that's going to be caught by Judy. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
3rd and 9.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete. Intended for Austin Hooper. Results in a 4th down.
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Finding room at the 30. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, way of doing it makes it that much harder. Puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On second down, Woody, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10.
Bills 21, Broncos 10. Bradley Pinion.
Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, Spencer. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback. They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. With touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Bills will add on to their lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
First and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
You ain't going nowhere. 49's the mic. Watch 49.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he completes it to Westbrook. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, he'll air this one. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jerry Jeudy with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Bills 28, Broncos 17. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Spencer. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. On 1st down, Spencer. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real. And I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players. But you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Buffalo.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the left side. It's Spencer. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
He's brought down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On second down now, it's Spencer. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Gain on the play, and it's third down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the fourth down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Allen now looks to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. Becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Bills will extend their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. He's got Hooper on the short connection, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's caught by Hooper. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And now it's second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
24. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. come to the line to start their next drive. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire, but at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far. 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here. To throw is Allen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 28. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really... And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30. The 20. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there. A big one. This throw caught right around the 6. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now Watson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now.
The Broncos
probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Broncos 37.
So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Spencer. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And it's third down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Spencer. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Spencer, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
The 13-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. Today's final score, Bills 41.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Buffalo, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.